Hi guys, this is Trin from the How To Duo, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this easy ear warmer headband. Here we go! For this project I'm using a size 5 hook and medium weight yarn, although chunky yarn looks really good as well. So you want to start off by creating a slip knot, and if you need a refresher on this, I'll link the video here. But basically what you're doing is a one-sided bow so that you can adjust it. Place the loop over the hook and we're going to chain 65. Now this is what I measured around my head, so as you chain, test it and see if you need to go bigger or smaller. Mine happens to be 65. I had another one where I chained 70, so it depends on the yarn too. If you need a refresher on how to create a chain, it's in the same video I linked earlier. But really quick, it's just yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, or put the hook under the yarn and pull it through. I'll meet you at the end of 65. And here's our 65th chain. It should look something like this. And what we're going to do is connect the ends, so bring the bottom to the top. Make sure that the chain is not twisted. You're going to place your hook right into that first chain. And we're going to connect using a slip stitch. So put the hook through, grab the end of the yarn and yarn over, pull through. That's your slip stitch. From here we're going to chain 2. Take your stitch marker, place it on that chain so that you don't have to count. And this actually marks your first double crochet. So once you do 64 all the way around, if you count those 2 chains, it's going to be your 65th one. If you need a refresher on how to double crochet, I'll link the video here. But really quick, the way to double crochet is to yarn over, put the hook through the chain, right there, pull the yarn through, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, yarn over one more time and pull through the last 2 loops. Notice that I'm tucking in the tail end of the yarn as I do my double crochet stitches because I don't want to have to weave that at the end of the project. Some people wait till the end to weave it in. I like to crochet right over it. So it's totally up to you, whatever your preference is. Do this for a total of 64 double crochets and I'll meet you at the end. Alright, so we're here at the end where the stitch marker is. I'm going to remove that, and what we're going to do is we're going to connect this at the very top of that chain or that stitch. We're going to do a slip stitch again at the very top to connect it. So put your hook through and pull the yarn all the way through both loops. Grab your stitch marker and place it right back on that loop, and now we're going to chain 2 and repeat the process. We're going to double crochet 64 times into each stitch. Now the top of the stitch is going to look like that letter V right there, so into both of those little loops and double crochet again into that V shape right there and double crochet. Do this for a total of 64 and I'll see you again at the end. And here we are at the end of row 2. Go ahead and remove that stitch marker and go to the very top of those chains, and we're going to slip stitch to connect, just like we did with row 1. Place the stitch marker back on and we're going to chain 2 and repeat the process for rows 3 through 6. So chain 2, double crochet 64 times, slip stitch to connect, and then just repeat the process. I'll see you at the end of row 6. Alright, here we are at the end of row 6. We're just going to do a slip stitch at the very top of that chain. And instead of continuing, we're going to fasten it off now. So we're going to cut the end of this yarn, leaving about a 12-inch tail. And we're basically just going to tie a knot. So cut off the yarn and tuck it into that loop and pull. Now I'm just going to grab my hook and weave this end under and over all the way down the middle. So I'm going over and under using my hook. Now you could use a yarn needle, but these holes are big enough for me to just use my hook to pull it through. So you want to go all the way down to the end of that 6th row. Once you get down to the very bottom, you're going to pull the yarn tightly and cinch the middle. So you're already starting to see that bow shape there. So pull it tight and then take the end and wrap it around. We're going to do this several times. I ended up doing this 10 times, and each time I wrap it, I try not to overlap too much. I move the yarn to the side each time so that the center of the bow is a little wider. So just wrap, 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 and that's a total of 10 times. And now I'm going to tie it on the back side. So I'm just going to lift a piece right here and pull the end all the way through. I'll use my hook and pull the end through to make a knot, tighten that. I'm going to do it again, pull a little piece, take my hook, pull the end through, and then tie a knot. And pull that knot tight. Last thing we're going to do is take a yarn needle and do a couple more knots just to ensure that it doesn't unravel. So I'm going to do 2 more knots going under that center piece, 1 more going under a couple pieces now, and pulling it through to create a knot. Just tighten that up and cut the excess off. And we're all done. There you have it. Super easy and super cute. You could wear it like this, or you could even put your hair down like so. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below. You could also find us on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram at The How To Duo. And for more tutorials, visit our blog at thehowtoduo.com. Thanks for watching.